Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll give you, obviously, Joe.
Yeah.
We're working on that year wrap-up story that I mentioned multiple times in email.
Yeah.
Love to talk, like I said, I'd love to talk to you about accomplishments and issues that came up throughout the year. First off, I'll give you the open mic. What do you think were accomplishments made by the board majority?
Well, I'm really glad that all the board members really invested a lot of time last year to learn about the operations of the board. There was a turnover of most of the members, so really digging in and learning all about county government. That was really great. I'm really glad that we abolished the DEI department. That's one change that I'm really proud of. That was something we did on day one. In addition to that, I think we really got into a groove. And one of the things that I really appreciate is the number of questions that our board members ask. Now, a lot of boards have, kind of a status quo, business as usual, and things kind of flow through real quick. But we have board members who are very interested in the details. And so that's something I appreciate.
So the accomplishments you listed off, DEI department, January 3rd, almost a year ago, and then having the board members be wholeheartedly invested in just being part of the committee. That's it.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
No, there's lots of other things, but you just caught me right here after a meeting.
Well, yeah, but I've been trying to do this interview for a while. So anything else? Like I said, I'll give you.
Great things like the new Veterans Department. We had a Veterans Affairs Department in the past. It was just quite small. And so what we're really looking to do is just build and expand on that, really focus on serving veterans, into the future. And like one of the public commenters talked about the family members of veterans being so important. And that's something I know the board agrees with as well. And so being able to just add a little bit of resources to the department, I think is going to be a great change in this year and in future years.
Now, talk to me a little bit about when it comes to issues that came up. The health department budget was a huge topic of discussion.
Yeah.
It all stemmed up from that $2.5 million general contribution.
Yep.
Where did that $2.5 million come from?
That came from Adeline Hambly. She provided some graphs and some other notes in the very beginning, and 2.5 was an average of the numbers that she had given. And so we just started, start at the base and build our way up.
You said during the meeting it came from you looking online.
Right, yeah. She had sent information via email, and I also pulled information from all of the past budgets.
Past budgets, how far back?
I think I went back as far as I could, so like 10 years.
Because the reason.
So the end result then was we worked our way through the whole process. Once the process was done, there was a lot of reporting during the process before there was anything finished. But once we got done, we passed the second highest budget for the health department, at least in the last 10, 12 years at least.
The reason why I'm sticking to the trying to understand where you came up with the 2.5 is because I obviously heard from the health department what their numbers they gave us. Obviously, we heard from what you said pre-COVID levels. But when I went through the Ottawa County budget online, nowhere.
I can get you the document that I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I can email it to you.
Is it that little Excel graph that you?
No, it's one from the health officer.
Okay. All right. When it comes to transparency, you guys have discussed having a transparent government when it comes to fiscal stuff, right? This is the first interview that we have done.
Oh yeah.
You've done
nice to connect. Yeah.
You've done interviews with Justin Barclay.
Yep.
You've done
some Epic Times and some other news outlets. Yeah.
New York, Washington Examiner was the other one.
I believe there was the Washington Examiner. Yeah. A couple others.
Why not talk to us?
Oh, we do. I just emailed you last week, asked what questions you wanted answered.
But that was the first time.
And then, no, we've talked before. And then when I asked you what questions you wanted answered, then you wouldn't answer me.
No, I said.
And I had said, hey,
back.
you replied back?
Yeah, I said hey, I think it'd be more transparent to do an interview like we're doing right now.
Oh, yeah, I think my point was it was over the New Year's weekend and I had family over, and so I didn't have time to meet. But I set aside time to answer your questions if you could email them. Family, watch a movie or whatever, I take a few minutes to send you an email.
Yeah.
But you were pretty clear that you didn't want to send any questions.
Yes, because I feel this is more transparent, be able to have a dialogue and conversation, and we'll be able to kind of ask questions going on.
Yeah.
When it
And
comes,
if you ever have any questions, feel free to email me. You've not done that this whole year.
Right, because
So if you would have, I would have answered.
but like I said, transparency, right here.
Well, what I said, busy with family. I'm a dad. I got 2 kids. I run several businesses, and I'm a commissioner. I'm a part-time commissioner. So I
And
really,
these been long meetings.
well, we've had a year where our commissioners are very invested in learning about county government, making the best decisions we can for residents, and really, being on all the committees was really helpful. So I'm not trying to make an excuse to say we're too busy, but it is a reality.
Because I tried to set up an interview back in October and November.
Was that the one where you chased me out to the car?
No, that was September.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was like the month or
And then July too.
Yeah.
'Cause like I said, I tried to ask you questions about the Coleman Legal Group.
Yeah, yeah.
Coleman Legal Group, from what I've gathered from FOIA requests, it's cost the county almost $430,000. And then on top of that, I know they list within their billing $230,000 in unpaid, or not unpaid bills, but they
Gifted. Yeah. Unbilled. Yeah.
unbilled hours. Thank you.
Yeah.
Unbilled hours.
Yeah.
Do you,
Because they only charge one
One
hourly
attorney.
rate, one attorney rate, even if 2 are working on something.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Because Jack was able to sit down and talk to me about that when I first came up to me discussion. Do you still find them good for Ottawa County?
Excellent.
And why so?
I really appreciate their expertise. I like their perspective. They're focused on supporting the Constitution, and they really are looking at being excellent in their work, and so I appreciate that.
When it comes to, from what it came out in the reports, your business partner for the IT company that you run in Jennison, or is that not Sunville?
Yeah, Johnson.
Jennison, is a Coleman who is related to David Coleman.
True. Yeah, nephew.
You voted in favor of having a Coleman. Do you still stand by that vote, and do you think you should?
100%. Yeah, one of the things that I've learned is over through my business career and professional career is, you work with people that you can trust. So going into this, I didn't know Coleman Legal. I'd heard their name because they're one of the best constitutional attorneys in the state of Michigan, and have helped with a lot of high-profile cases and things like that. But didn't know them. And so that kind of connection was really great because it's, I trust my business partner. I was looking for someone else we could trust. And when I realized that it was possible we might be able to work with one of the top law firms in the state, that was a no-brainer.
Now, when it comes to, obviously the Coleman Legal Group also deals with the lawsuits that you all have going
Yes.
on right now.
Yeah.
The $4 million lawsuit, or $4 million settlement, that is a deal or not deal discussion. Obviously, they represented you in the closed session. You can't get into it because obviously it's closed session. But you,
Some people obviously talk about closed session. I've seen some reporting
sources, yes.
where some
Yes, yes,
sources,
yes.
Also named board members, are talking about.
I am not going to give out my sources, but at the same time, you came out in this public meeting, and I can't remember, because I'm not going to quote it because I don't want to screw it up, but obviously it's
I
out
can
there.
help. Yeah,
Yes.
Go for it. What are you looking for?
You came out and said that Ottawa County has decided to, I can't remember the name exactly. The verb.
Oh, the continued litigation and settlement activities, that one?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then recommendation.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
that's the recommendation.
Yeah.
What was the recommendation you were trying to reiterate?
Good question. So it would be illegal for me to tell you specifically what happened in closed session, but I can tell you what didn't happen, because that's okay. I can tell you that our legal counsel did not recommend a settlement, and so if the news has reported that, then that's false.
But you said, and here in this public room, recommendation.
Do we want to have John or this nice man be able to stand up? Your arms getting tired?
You did.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Recommendation. What was it?
What was it?
Yes.
So you'd like me to illegally disclose something?
No.
from-
No,
session.
but I'm just trying to understand what you meant by recommendation.
Well, if you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer, but I have an 11 o'clock I have to get to. Yeah. And I have to drive there.
15 minutes. All right. Anything else you'd like to add in?
Really excited for this year. Looking forward to it. Really thankful for the efforts of the board members, and look forward to talking again soon.
Yeah, right.
What's the significance of the changes in the public comment? Does it bother you at all? I don't know. I mean, when people stand up and swear at you and things like that.
No, it doesn't bother me at all. everybody can come here, and even if they complain about, having their First Amendment rights, abused or something, we always give people, 3 minutes to address the board. And it doesn't bother me at all. Some people, they want to swear. That's their 3 minutes. So it doesn't bother me.
What's changing with the policy there? I know that there's some things highlighted in red. I mean, you can recess the meeting, I guess. Is that what
We added some clarifying language. I asked corporate counsel to give some input on how to clean things up a little bit, how to clarify some of it, and so that's what we did.
He finally formalized the rule.
When it comes to crap, it just came out of me. I'm trying to remember exactly what it comes to. Moss, you ran on. What are some big topics that you think you ran on that you succeeded here in Ottawa County?
Well, we ran on supporting conservative values and freedom and family, and making sure that Ottawa County is a place where freedom rings. And that is, we definitely have taken action in the last year, and will continue in the next year, to continue prioritizing freedom and families. And if we go back to the Veterans Department, for example, there is a big focus on the families of veterans. And one of the public commenters mentioned that, and that is important to remember that that family connection, that's community. We do have to take that into consideration.
One last thing, I always
Yeah.
have asked. Childhood innocence. You mentioned it in my email.
Extremely important, yes.
You passed a resolution. I know Zalstra had tried to get at least 90 days to come up with a plan and policy, more in place.
Right.
Ebel seemed to made a comment about the fact of let's pass it and give the county leaders a chance to come up with a plan and policy.
Yeah.
Has a plan or policy come up?
The plan and the policy is the resolution.
But Zalstra.
I'd encourage you to go read it. Read
Oh, I
the
did.
exact
I did.
language,
It
and
said
that should help.
stop county departments from over sexualization from events, activities.
Right. We want to make sure.
But what events and activities?
We want to make sure that money is spent well in a neutral manner, supporting families, supporting, fulfilling the role of government, and making sure that there are no funds spent on the sexualization of children.
So at this point, there is no. Ever since that meeting, there is no plan or policy other than the resolution.
The resolution speaks for itself. Yes. Yeah.
Could you name off activities and or events?
I gotta go, guys. I'm a little late, but I have a meeting at 11. So it's nice to see you. And if you have any other questions, feel free to shoot me an email. Be happy to answer. Haven't gotten any in a year,
True.
but it'd be great.
Since 10 minutes ago.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You're so worried about
Thanks, Scott.
sexualization
Good
of
to see you.
children.
Yeah.
Why is
Good to
Andy
see you.
Pagner here like every other meeting show?
Joe, which families do you
It
intend to
was
support?
mentioned in the beginning.
Do you intend to support families that have, do you intend to support families that have children who are LGBT?
What about non-Christians?
Have a great day.
Thank you.
The answer would be no. You only